Alrighty. Oh, man. Wait for a few people to get on. One person liked it already? How'd that happen? Hello. I was just going to wait for a second for a couple more people to get on. How's it going today? What's going on, Mason? Oh, man. I got a pretty good amount of bait we're going to make. Yeah, I might as well start. This is going to take a little bit. I'm going to be using salmon spawn sacks. I call them I like calling them salmon sacks sometimes, or egg sacks. I use a pretty sharp knife. Still trying to figure this out. Some people try to rip it. Well, most people try to rip it. That's my problem. I try to rip it and this stuff happens, so I'll try and find some way to put tension on it and just cut it like that. The way it comes off. I'm not worried about this little weird piece over here. Just break that off. I've been making these way too big lately. So it's a little windy out here, unfortunately. Use this bunker as a weight. Inside, how's it going? Whoever just showed up. I'm going to be putting cured salmon eggs I did on my last live stream into them. But I'm going to make these kind of small. So I'm going to cut just a little pieces off. Roll it just a little bit. What's going on? Just cut a few pieces. This way you guys can see the inside of these. They're not like 100% cured, but they're pretty good. That's the inside of it. I'm making trout and salmon bait, mostly trout bait, but I can also use this for other fish too. I'm not done with this. That was just one part of it. I'm showing you guys the inside of these salmon eggs that I cured. These are cured salmon eggs that I'm going to be using for trout bait and salmon bait, char, pike, burbot, lake trout, all kinds of stuff. But how's everybody doing today? Hope the weather's nice where you live. Well, nice weather is all relative. You know what I'm saying? How's it going, Hannah? Yeah, it's good as long as you cure it correctly. I mean, I don't think I cured these 100% correct, but I know I have faith in these because ice fishing, sometimes these fish will bite on anything. I'm still trying to get the oh, how's the fair? I bet you guys had really big fairs in Iowa. What you can do is, if you want to have a cheap alternative to this, it doesn't really smell bad. I mean, it smells inedible, but it smells like something would eat it. It basically smells like moose meat. But moose meat that wasn't refrigerated quite properly, but you can still eat it. But like, it doesn't smell terrible. Still trying to get this camera angle view thing down. It's just hard to do this while operating a knife. Okay. That's enough chunks of those for right now. I don't need to go crazy with it. Okay. Yep, cured salmon eggs. I'm going to roll it into a little ball. Just going to plop it in. I don't have the best technique for doing this. But I've caught enough fish on these to know that it works fairly well. These are pretty well cured, but they're quite sticky. I'll roll it up completely. Twisted it the wrong way the first time. Just use one finger and twist it like this. Oh, it just rained? Damn. And I'll kind of tie it like it's a little I want to say a contraband baggie. A really like stanky contraband baggie. Let's put it that way. I'm trying to clean up my language for everybody, you guys. I'm not too sure if everybody knows this. I'm actually monetized now. I'm really happy about that. Yeah, flooded. No, I don't need some. I got my own girlfriend for that. Oh, that's awesome. Trying to achieve Michelle Obama back. I don't think you're going to be able to do that without some steroids, bud. Cut the exhaust off, yeah. No, I was just emphasizing that because some people don't understand what I'm saying. But it's okay. Yeah, I wouldn't say big money real quick, you know. I'm not going to change. No matter how rich I get, I'm not really going to change as a human. But like, I am going to look at my time differently in the future, you know, depending on how things are. But this would be a good change. Yeah, I make these for salmon fishing. That's an awesome name, by the way. I make these for salmon fishing, for trout fishing, char fishing. I bet pike will bite onto these. How about everybody like the stream that's watching? Please, everybody. Salmon and trout, yes. Now, I'll twist it up. I'm trying to make these a lot smaller than I have in the past. But I'm not trying to tighten it too much. But it looks tighter than it... Oh, it is kind of tight now. I see the eggs are starting to pop, but that's okay. Come on. Stink bait. Yeah, it's kind of stinky, but it's not that bad. These could be a hell of a lot worse. I'll show you guys something else here in a couple of minutes. I want to wait until the stream is, you know, a few minutes in before I show you guys something. Just for, like, you know, some courteous sake. That's it. Not very big. You know, it fits on the palm of my finger, or not a house key. This is an 8-inch fillet knife. You know, it's not very big. Not much bigger than the Victorinox symbol. It's about the same size. Oh, I actually put them directly onto my snap swivel, so that way it stays out of the way of the hook, and I can get a hook set. But these are more targeted for bigger fish. I don't want to use elastic thread because just one more thing I need to keep track of, and I lose stuff all the time. If you were watching one of my last streams, I was complaining about how I lost my wallet, and, you know, for like an hour or two straight. That was a horrible day. That was a very stressful day. All right, this one's gonna be much smaller. But I also like doing it that way because that way I can try and loop it through the actual knot itself. And like, these things are pretty hard to rip off the hook as it is. How do I make my face? I know it's faster, but yeah, I don't know. It is faster, but like the little balls actually imitate just clusters of eggs floating through the water, because salmon eggs stick to the first thing they touch, and if they touch each other first, they're gonna stick to each other. But it could be from, you know, fish getting ripped up, and then trout wanting to eat it, you know, eat the byproduct and stuff like that. So I'm not very good at explaining things. Cut that off. I don't know. My girlfriend knows how to catch pink salmon more than I do. I think I've caught pinks by accident before. Like, I wasn't trying to target them. I was trying to get silvers. You guys can see the internals of that. It looks cool. If you wanted to see how I made the bait, you'd have to take a look at the previous stream that I did exactly. But these ones are like the more natural cure that I did. It was just salt and sugar. Just let them sit on there for a few days outside. It works pretty good. They're gonna last for a while. They're gonna last for a while if I keep them in the freezer. But yeah. Everybody, please like the stream. You have no idea how much I need all of this. But I'm hoping this is very valuable information for all of you. Because, like, you can use these spawn stacks for other stuff besides this. Like, if you wanted to, let's say you wanted to make your softer baits, like cooked shrimp or raw shrimp, last longer, like your dead baits or whatever. Or if you wanted to, you know, crush them into a paste. Caught 12 pinks last year in a day. Oh, sick. Well, okay. Pinks are going to come through again next year, because pinks only run on even number years. Can you cut those out of the carpet and using for paint? Nah, I wouldn't. I wouldn't try that. Whatever you're saying. I mean, this stuff's cheap, so like, yeah. Just trying to get this thing tied again. This does for any kind of trout, char. I know pike will bite onto these. I know, well, yeah. Certain types of salmon will bite onto these depending on how you're fishing them. But they're not looking to eat them most of the time. They're looking to destroy them. So it's a different type of attack, I guess you can say. I'm making these little these are spawn sacks for salmon and trout fishing primarily. I do actually have somewhat of a dye on the other ones that I have over here. It's like a Procure sort of stuff. I didn't really do it properly because the Procure that I had laying around was really, really old, and it was just sitting there forever. That's what we do in New Zealand with worms for trout. Okay. Basically, crush the worms up, put them into these sacks, and then tie them up or something like that. Oh, I'll get another smaller piece for this one. All right, have a good day, man. See you later. Thanks for tuning in. It's really nice that I'm having a lot of return viewership. You know, it's made me really happy that there's been so many people that have actually liked my videos and streams over the past so often. All right. Now that we're 15 minutes into the stream exactly, that was good timing. I'm going to show you guys something that actually do like to have while I stream sometimes, or while I do any type of bait making stuff or whatever. Just, you know, something I refer to as low impact knife work or low risk knife work. That's a really good size. I can put that right on the hook. That wouldn't be too big either. How's it going, Rainy? I'm not fishing today. I'm just making bait. But this is a cocktail. If anybody here drinks, they might want to know what this is. If they like tequila and they like sour stuff, this is one delicious cocktail. I just haven't drinking any of it because I'm waiting for all this. How's it going, everybody? How you doing, Nikki? Ferres. That sounds about right. How's it going today? Cheers. Thanks, nobody. This is a there's tequila, roses, sweet and lime juice, and Saint Germain elderflower liqueur. If you're curious, if you want the measurements, just ask me. I'm making salmon, trout, and any kind of Alaskan fish bait. I don't really care. I'm not a drunk. I just like to drink sometimes. I mean, this thing isn't. It's not highly alcoholic. Like I can't light that bitch on fire. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, it's a good drink. Tequila and Saint Germain elderflower liqueur are very good. Are definitely a very good combination, flavor wise. I am in Anchorage, Alaska. Thank you for asking, Nikki. Well, Rose's Sweet and Lime Juice is a product you can buy in pretty much any liquor store. You can buy them at, I think you can buy them at Costco now. You can look it up. It's been made for a very long time. It's basically the main ingredient in a gimlet next to gin. But you can use any type of tequila. It's not no spice stuff. You know, any type of gold or silver, Bacardi gold or silver. I think this is or no, that's rum. Shit. Well, you know, any type of tequila, just nothing like weird flavored. And sorry, I was looking at the chat for a second. And what was it? And Saint Germain elderflower liqueur is a 20% sweet liqueur that you can. It's kind of expensive, but it's worth it. Bartenders like to call it bartender's ketchup because it makes every single drink taste good, and it does. Sorry, I had to see what I was doing. Oh, I don't mind. I don't mind low alcohol beverages. Ice cream, root beer. Ooh. Well, Kahlua and root beer sounds a little odd. Kind of like the mixture between Coca-Cola and coffee when they made that Coca-Cola black crap. It just tastes like somebody accidentally spit. I mean, a root beer float sounds awesome though. I love root beer float. How's what was it? Is the Hudson River still a polluted mess and you can't eat anything out of it? But like, does the coffee doesn't ruin the taste of the root beer? And what brand of root beer? Because the brands of root beer are gonna, or the taste of that's gonna vary wildly. Like, I actually don't like A&W. I know some people are just gonna call me a communist for that, but I don't like A&W. Barks and IBC are where it's at. I like it to either be nice and balanced or I want it to bite my face off. You know what I'm saying? No, it identifies. Rainbows. Yep, I will be using this as rainbow bait. These are going to be a lot more effective during ice fishing. Oh, shit. I just tossed my egg sack on the ground. I'll pick it up later. Well, that was dumb. I hopefully don't forget about that. Will it rip? Yes, it did. Okay, get rid of this big one now. What's going on? You ever had IBC? They only come in glass bottles. Or I have an even better idea. How do you get some? Get what? Get my pin out. Been a few years. All right. I was trying to get. Oh, damn it. Sorry. Sometimes these are kind of harder. I don't really need to tie it do it that much. It's kind of long. I don't mind using a lot of excess with these. But, yeah. Oh, the baggie? Oh, you can get these anywhere. You can get these at, well, in Alaska you can. I don't know about other states. But you can get these at Bass Pro Shop, Walmart, Kroger, or, I don't know what other chains in different parts of the country. Dick's Sporting Goods would probably have these. Cabela's if they still haven't changed it over. Okay, sounds good. Yeah, these things work great, and they're really these things are tough. I mean, you don't need to double layer them. They're really hard to rip off the hooks, or just rip off anything. These things are tough. A lot of time I gotta cut these things out. My girlfriend back. I'm gonna pull these closer. Lee's is the best knitting. I don't really know any tackle shop. I don't really know the best. I'm doing fine, Caden. How about yourself? I don't really know the best brands for these, to be honest with you. Oh, that's the end of the roll. Okay, I got another roll of these, just a different color. I don't have a shop thing yet. I'm still trying to figure all that out. Like, I want to get the membership thing figured out, and then I want to get the shop thing figured out. How's it going, everybody? If you're just tuning in, I'm making salmon bait with spawn sacks. And, oh, shit. I've got a lot of these things I got to do. Please, everybody, like the stream. After I wrap this up for you. Just wrap it up in the sack. These are my eggs that I cured from the last time. How's it going, everybody? What's happening? It's kind of hard to look at the screen while I do this, but I'm getting better at it. And it doesn't look perfect. Oh, there we go. Don't tie it really tight. Oh, good. Awesome. What kind of truck is it? These things are really long, so like it doesn't. Okay, there we go. Perfect. For trout, for char, whatever decides to bite onto these, because I know a lot of stuff does. Nice and little and like really cutesy and little. Like the Victorinox knife that I use for all my for cutting all my fish. It can just fit inside of there. That's how I know it's the right size. How do you like fishing in Alaska? Oh, fishing's awesome up here. I've fished in quite a few different places in the U.S. Like some pretty mixed results. But like just not seriously fishing, but just fishing with friends and stuff. And I love Alaska. The trout here are very, very aggressive. I mean, we don't have the invasive brook trout. We don't have brown trout. But we have quite a few others, including salmon. How's it going, Ronaldo? How you doing, Hirschberger? How's it going, Daniel? What's up, Warrior? Yeah. Great. Does anybody have any questions for me about Alaska? I can answer a lot of stuff for you. Or any questions about what I'm doing? Please, everybody, like the stream. I just got monetized. So I'm going to do my very best to try and behave myself. I am making trout, salmon, and just bait, exact bait, you know. These are natural cured ones that I did in my last stream. They kind of smell like half rotten moose. It's definitely going to be good stuff. Yep, it's red salmon roe. My girlfriend and I can't possibly eat all of that. So, and she's going to get more salmon at some point, and I will be too. And I will bring all of you guys along with me. Man, that truck's fucking annoying. And that's the first F-bomb I dropped on this stream. Wonderful. Oh, what's going on, Hayden? Yeah, I remember. Yep, this is... it's salmon roe that I cured with salt and sugar. I would say these are my, like, natural cure ones. You can say. What's going on, Sifir? Wait. Sipir. Yeah, there we go. What's up, cool kid? The wrap I'm using is like a salmon spawn sack. I don't know the exact name, but you can buy them at pretty much any tackle shop. It's real tough stuff. It's quite hard to rip these off the hook. Like you can basically put like a fish paste inside of these, and then just, you know, drop it all the way down to the bottom and just jig it back up, and it'll spread scent to where somebody can follow it. How you doing, Briar? Good spots to fish in Alaska? I mean, anywhere that's it also depends on the time of year, too. I also made a cocktail earlier that I absolutely love to drink. Cheers. I'm making a lot of these. I have one wrap left of this roll, and then I have another roll but in orange. Yes, Alaska. Cheers, everybody. Oh, yeah. I've not fished for sturgeon. I've had sturgeon one time. It was out of a can. And I have to say I was still very happy with my purchase. The rice in it was terrible, but the sturgeon itself was absolutely delicious. I would like to go sturgeon fishing sometime. Yeah, it's an A&W mug, but it's the biggest mug I could find that I could keep stuff cold in. It is funny, like especially since I don't like A&W. But it's okay. It's my girlfriend's, it's not mine. Okay. I'm doing pretty good. Just got monetized today. Everybody like the stream, please celebrate. Trying to get these tied up. Tying up salmon roe eggs for trout fishing. North Saskatchewan River, they catch them all the time. Shit. North Saskatchewan. All right. Hey, You ever been to Regina? Yeah, I mean, Error Unknown Tart. That's a funny name. For me personally, it really took a lot of trial and error. Or as they say in Trailer Park Boys, you know, denial and error, supply and command, a toe to sew. When the shit storm hits the shit fan, all the shit analogies. The town that rhymes with fun. Town that rhymes with fun. I can't think of what that is. But yeah. These are, gonna go in there. Oh yeah, I've gotten hooked several times. I got hooked in this thumb really bad one time with a treble hook, catfishing. I wasn't gonna keep the fish, it just got caught on me. So I was pretty mad. I've almost chopped this thumb off. I've got a scar on this thumb right here from cutting fish. I got a scar here from cutting fish. I've got a stab wound here. The fish went in, the snapper fin went in here and out to here. It's not Rocket Appliances. Regina. Yes. Rocket Appliance. Oh shit. Okay, this one's a different width. But I actually had a blowout in Regina. Huh. Funny way to phrase that, right? I had a blowout in Regina, and I actually pulled over to a gas station. There's this little dinky sign right in front of a cornfield, and then it just said the birthplace of Ryan Reynolds. Yeah, these are salmon eggs. These are red salmon eggs that I've cured with salt and sugar. That I'm tying into spawn sacks, so I can use them to fish. I just have a habit of tying these things way too big in the past, because when you put these in the water, the eggs swell up and they become fragile. Yeah, but the scent should travel pretty damn far. What's up, Mo? You have a buddy named Larry? You have buddies named Larry and Curly? If so, let's hang out. That'd be a good time. Yeah. I mean, the eggs are kind of compromised regardless, so I'm not gonna be perfect at this. It's gonna take a lot of practice, a lot of denial and error, supply and command. Skein, yes. I mean, there's the whole skeins right there. So I'm trying to point the camera and watch what I'm doing at the same time. Yeah, I might make a short of that. But I gotta, damn it. Yeah. Well, he's born. I figured that out afterward. Well, I connected the dots afterward because I remember him saying in the film, Regina, Saskatchewan. And when I passed over into Canada, I was supposed to be staying, what was it? We were crossing over in Regina. And I was corrected by the Border Patrol officer saying Regina. And then he said, no, you mean Regina. I was like, oh, really? That's what it's called? Yeah, it's Regina. And he was proud to say Regina. It's hilarious. Yeah, it would work on most types of carnivorous fish if they have salmon that run through their streams at some point. But if not, you know, a salmon egg and a salmon egg down in the Mississippi River would be really out of place, don't you think? You know, salmon are a cold water fish. Yeah, but they have that extra G in there, so it's, you know, extra Regina. Rego. Prego, Regina. I do not know any Italian. My girlfriend's learning Italian, not me. I am tying up egg sacs for catching trout, salmon, and wherever else decides to bite onto it, really. Please, everybody watching, like the stream. Do you play games on your free time? Yeah, I do sometimes. I haven't played any video games in quite a long time. Because, like, I know I've been trying to get this working. I have a lot of other priorities I need to take care of. I work a lot of hours at work. But in my free time, like when I have, you know, if I just want to like sit on my ass and play video games, there's a couple of main games I like to Northern Pike Minnow. We don't have pike minnow here, but I wish we had them because I want to eat them. I don't really care about the bounty so much. I want to eat them. I want to see how they taste. Give me all that. I want to cut them too. Yeah, Northern Pike Minnow, actually, that would make a lot of sense using them for that. Because they like to kill juvenile salmon. They're like salmon's worst enemy or some shit. I'm not fishing today. I probably will go fishing tomorrow. Because I'm wrapping up salmon. I'm wrapping up spawn sacks for fishing. These I put directly onto my snap swivel. Like, this is not a perfect tying job. Oh yeah, I'm gonna be fishing at that same spot again. I want to bring my buddy Jimmy with me, cause there's a bee. Cause I want you guys to introduce you guys to him, cause he's a funny guy. He and I get along very well. We've worked together for about 5 years. He's a really funny guy. We'd all get along together. He and I do want to have a YouTube channel together. We just don't know what we want to do. And I kind of want to get him in on this because he likes fish, but he's not an experienced fisherman. He doesn't know how to cut fish like I do at all. But he's a good cook. But he wants to be able to eat fish all the time, but not to pay for it. The holy mackerel, what's going on, man? Yeah, why? I like Alaska. I mean, if I ever had the chance to go fish in Canada, sure, I will. How's it going, Roger? Oh, yeah, I'm sure I'll catch some more. I still got more of those eggs. Those other eggs that I can use as a backup. Or I'll probably catch, a couple of good-sized ones, and then I'll switch over to something else. Or hopefully I'll have Jimmy with me, so that way I can, cast that, and he can cast something else or whatever. Because I want him to be able to feel the power of some of these fish, so that way I'm showing you guys I'm not bullshitting you by how strong some of these fish are. Like for trout, it's off-putting. It's fun though. It really is. I have not watched some fish live, but I have seen them in person. I'm gonna make this one bigger. Like twice the size of the other ones. I know it looks weird how I'm doing it this way, but that's fine. I want the milk to spread out in these things. But even, I mean, just even seeing those things, even seeing the bears do that on camera is just, it's so cool. This one's really tight, but that's okay. I kind of left a hole in there. That's intentional, so that way it's free flowing, I guess. Not come on, little bitch. Not a very good rap, but whatever. Let's see how much of this stuff I actually got. Well, I'm probably not gonna be able to finish all this today, but we'll see. Everybody like the stream. Let's get this up to 100 likes. Please do so. Just got monetized yesterday. What series are you referring to, Phil? I've seen black bears hunt. My poor garbage can. That's awesome. Someone. Are you serious? Someone vandalized your car? Shit. I didn't see your text. What the hell? Crackhead that just do some stupid shit. Is there any damage to it except for what they did to your car, honey? Sorry, everybody. I'm talking to my girlfriend right now. Somebody wrote in Sharpie on my girlfriend's car. Somebody wrote in Sharpie on my girlfriend's car, "God bless you," with a smiley face on it. I'd like to, yes, because he and I have really good chemistry, and we'd all have a really good laugh at that. Mostly at our expense, because we make fun of each other a lot, and it's fun. But oh shit, honey, was there any cameras around of any kind? Of where I don't understand that. Please show my girlfriend some love, everybody. Someone just vandalized her damn car. Are you serious? It's yeah, you're obviously serious, but that's stupid. Are you filing a claim? Okay. Sorry about that, honey. I didn't see your thing. I don't know how I feel about that, JB. Oh. Wait, are you outside of the I'm making salmon bait. Salmon and trout bait. Oh, this one's sticky. What was it? Wouldn't the rubbing alcohol take the paint off the car too? Thanks, everybody. Damn it. You're at a thrift store, right? But wouldn't rubbing alcohol dissolve take some of the paint off the car before the Sharpie will come off? I have to look that up. Motherfucker. The Goodwill in Midtown. Man. I'm sorry to hear that, honey. I'll do some research here in a little bit, and I'll also, you know, I'll take everybody's opinion into consideration as well, and I'll see what the best course of action is on this. I've never been to that Goodwill. I don't think I ever have. Yeah, I'm sure the yeah, definitely clean the water real well afterward. I understand, Sizzle, but we're not talking about, neither one of us did anything illegal. So isopropyl 70% or higher. Okay. We have Everclear at home. That's 75%. You know, that doesn't have any additives in it. So, you know, it's, you know, organic, not poisonous. Dave, no, it's not. Go back to school. You live in a dome because you're out of the episode of this. You're out of the Simpsons movie. That's probably where your education came out of. A really tiny one. I'm making Xtratuf, Vadim. I just wanted to say it like that. I'm making salmon and trout bait. Mostly trout bait. I would use these eggs individually, but the problem with them is when they get wet, they just break apart. So that's why you wrap them in these things. These little spawn eggs. I know. Someone parked like an asshole, and that's why I was not the asshole is not me. Wait, I read that wrong. I can't read. Someone parked like an asshole, that's why. And I was not the asshole is not me. Vadim. Где cousin Boris? Cousin Boris. I don't know if you know who that is. Я русский мой русский говно. This one, I made this one a little too small. Yeah. I parked at the line. Someone. Oh. Was it a small car or was it a truck? Because I have a feeling it was somebody in like a truck. Sit and play. That's a different name. Yeah. Some people just become super bitter. Just, I don't know. Maybe their D doesn't work. Or they're, you know, they got a low sperm count. Something to piss them off. Kurva mać. Yeah, I think so. I know I've heard kurva mać before, but I don't know what it is. I'm making trout bait primarily out of salmon eggs that I cured with salt and sugar. Small SUV. That looked like honey, to you, does that look like a woman's handwriting? It is Polish. Thank you, Samir. The best Polish phrase I know, I will let somebody know if they say beaver with an exclamation point in Polish. The name beaver. Yeah, that sounds about right. Bobry kurwa. Ja pierdoli jaki pidle. Kurwa, bober. That's as best I got. Ja nikada Polska. Три полоски семечки, чебуреки, пироги, Adidas Harbas, противогаз. I'm going to stop singing that before I get a copyright strike. Curvature merch. Oh, wait, that's probably not English. Oh, great. Look, it's Martin again. The guy that's talking about how we did some really weird shit to some frozen salmon steaks in a cooler. He got caught by his dad. Good for you. Yeah, go away, Martin, please. Everybody, give Martin a what's it called? Give Martin a nice big. Sorry, I can't think. A nice big eggplant emoji. Please, just to show your support. Martin was probably born inside the belly of a whale and then shit back out. Okay. Martin, you can keep trying to troll me. All it's going to do is help me. You do understand that, right? The only way you're helping me, the only way you're going to hurt me is by not watching my channel. Martin equals Jonah. Drunk talk. Yeah, okay. You think I'm drunk? This is a cocktail, but I'm not drunk. Yostin, I don't know what you said. But yeah. Keep tying up salmon eggs. He's somewhere in... Okay, so are you calling the cops on this guy? Like, is he still in the area? Like, is he still near you? Ha. Ooh, Martin, you got the attention of my girlfriend. You don't want to mess with a native girl. Caspian. Nah, are you talking about the best caviars from Caspian Sea? What kind of caviar are you talking about? And from what fish? Like, are you talking about like lumpfish caviar, or are you talking about like a androgynous sturgeon, like warm water sturgeon? I'm not too sure. I'd rather eat human meat cooked by Gordon Ramsay. Because if I were to eat microwave cat vomit, I would die. The human meat, at least I would just be grossed out. At the very most, I'd be grossed out. But at least you know you're probably getting your money's worth. Sarcastically speaking, of course. This Colombian mulch. How's it going, Randy? Zai. Niklon, I don't know what that is, but yeah. Thanks. Anyway, everybody, like the stream. I'm almost to 100 likes. Let's see if we can get to 100 likes before we get to an hour into the stream. Come on, everybody. I thought we were going to the fuck is this? Oh. I'm making salmon bait. Oh, it's trout and salmon bait. I'm wrapping the salmon eggs in spawn sacks. I really hope everybody's having a wonderful day. If you'd like to contribute a super chat, you always can. But if you can't afford it, don't do it. I do need support, but I don't need it if you need it just as much as I do. You know what I'm saying? Don't be irresponsible with your money. Like I have been at times. But I'll shut up now. We're all human. Yeah, I'm rolling candy wrappers. Candy wrappers for fish. But you guys can take a look at the way the eggs look. Well, I'd rather have a pet eagle, to be honest with you. A pet seagull is going to migrate down south. They will give you eggs, but it'll only be once a year. And it's going to bring a bunch of friends with you, and it's going to bring a bunch of friends, and it's going to be a mess. While an eagle will hang around as long as you give it food. I've fed eagles fish here while ice fishing many, many times to know that's true. Because you don't want them stealing your fish. All the money goes to model trains. Seagulls are definitely flying rats. Model trains. Well, I haven't seen a model train set since I was a little boy. But if I had that obsession, that would be sad, but also really hilarious. Hilarious for you because it's something funny for you guys to laugh at, but sad for me because that's a really bad addiction for someone at my age to have. Like I would rather be a liberal. Oh, all your money goes to model trains. Oh, okay. Sorry, my bad. I didn't mean to say it like that. My bad. I was saying you're, yeah, my bad. I wasn't trying to insult nobody. I thought somebody was joking around. I thought somebody was joking around about, my money or whatever. I mean, a lot of people will say fishing's a bad hobby. But that's okay. All you can eat seagulls. Well, their eggs are pretty good. Well, I've never actually had seagull eggs. Now that I mention it. I could go get some, but I'm not going to. I do know where to get some near the house, but they're too far. They're too far along now. They're probably almost hatching. Same thing with loon eggs. Yeah, golf's a horrible hobby. That's just a hobby meant for rich alcoholic businessmen and drunks that are rich businessmen. Ooh, chickens are good. What kind? I don't know chicken breeds very well, but I personally want ducks and geese and rabbits. I know waterfowl are a lot harder to clean, but to me they're worth it. Just because of how hardy they are. And bunnies are a good meat and commodity. Because that'll be one of the very few things I'll be able to produce on a homestead that I could sell legally. And like be able to basically have a small rabbitry that I wouldn't need a license for. Pigeon. I don't know. Pigeon for me, they're too small. Like I would consider doing quail, but they would just get taken away by everything here. I mean, black-tailed seagulls. Oh yeah, I'm pretty sure we got black-tailed seagulls. I mean, I'll get attacked by them while I'm fishing sometimes if I go too close to their nests. You know, if I happen to be passing by, they'll start diving down at me and stuff. It's pretty funny. I'll start swearing at them in Russian. Iди nachuy. Start waving my paddle around. That's funny. I'll do that because there's kids not far from me, and I'm trying to keep them away. But I don't want to swing the paddle. I'd rather use my voice. How you doing, Judy? Oh, the salt's kind of drying your hands out. Well, drying my hands out a little bit, but it's all right. I am wrapping up spawn sacks for trout and salmon fishing. These ones, I'm going to wrap a couple that are a little bit bigger. I'm going to cut some strips. You're probably wondering how I'm going to fit these in there. These are meant for like big fish. But that one's too big. Okay, here's a little bit better look at the inside of it. That looks really cool. Yeah, I know Alaska used to belong to the Russian Empire. The Russians also helped the North win the Civil War. And that's partially how we got Alaska out of the deal. And it's a damn good deal. Yeah, they do look a little bit mushed up. But that's okay. I'm gonna... Ooh, I cut that square too small. Alright, whatever. I'll just make a slightly bigger one. Did you eat it? Oh, absolutely not. If I were to eat this, I would get really sick. Like, there's no amount of money you could pay me in the 6-figure range, 7 figures maybe, to eat this on camera or at all, and swallow it, let alone put it in my mouth. This is gonna taste nasty. Can't get this thing out of here. Come on. Oh, cool. It did wrap. Sweet. No. Is that USD? You got some of that? Can't see. Sorry, it's kind of, I'm trying to like, you know, look what I'm doing and look at the camera at the same time. These are salmon eggs that I cured with salt and sugar. I think I put honey on this too, actually, now that I think of it. Take a little bit bigger sack. There we go. This might be a little bit better. I just took my phone off the charger, so I have a little bit more flexibility now. Okay. Yeah, it's roe. Well, spend your money on fishing gear. At least from that hobby, you can eat from it. I haven't used the magnet. It's in my car. Every time I go fishing somewhere, it's always been way too weedy to like get into spots where I can actually fish for like stuff that gets stuck. I haven't found anything yet with it though. Oh, you're from Suriname? Cool. How's the weather in Suriname? Much bigger one. Oh, that magnet. I mean, it feels a little bit more secure. What's the temperature there in Celsius or Fahrenheit? I don't care. It feels pretty secure, honey. I mean the really cheap ugly stick that I have in my description, that is the description for the Amazon link. That's a pretty good one for both, actually. It's got nice action to it. It's a little short, but you can find longer versions of it for a little bit more. But that's a pretty good rod. Ugly sticks are pretty strong. 24 degrees. Broke the other rod. That sucks. 24 degrees Celsius. That is about 85 Fahrenheit, I think. No, might be a little bit lower than that. Yeah, I'm trying to. I don't know if all the. I'm hoping the links in the description actually work. I know I'm tying these a bit tight, but it's okay. I want the fish to be able to smell these as much as possible. These are salmon eggs. I'm tying these up for. Oh, 100 likes, awesome. I'm tying these up for trout, salmon, and any type of fish that wants to bite onto this. Very, very sticky. I'm also having a cocktail. If anybody wants to know what I'm drinking right now, you can always ask. I'm going to, yeah. I love the fish. I just can't eat them because my stomach doesn't eat very much. Ooh, allergic to shellfish? Oh, that sucks. Some types of fish give me problems too. I'm gonna go fishing tomorrow. I was gonna go fishing today, but I got caught up doing some stuff. So I'm tying these for tomorrow. Okay, this is kind of like a gimlet. Damn, that's good. Yes, it's salmon roe. Right now it's 6:01 p.m. And if I were to go fishing, I'd be out for a couple of hours. And yeah, I would go fishing. I would go fishing today, but I need to go to bed because I still need to work in the morning. But I will go fishing tomorrow. I promise I'll make it out there somehow. You can guarantee on that. Do it for the do it for the chat. It's funny. Some people that are like, you ever seen those like streamers that get pressured to do some really unrealistic shit? Like, do it for the chat. Jump up, crash your car, do it for the chat. Once in a while, you got that one dumbass that actually does it, and then they like, it's their biggest life regret. Yeah. All right, cool. One thing, if you're a catch and release fisherman and you catch something that's really cool, let's say you got some friends that say you want to, I'll think about it. That's funny. Jess Medina, you're funny. Do it for the lulz. Yeah, I'll do it for the lulz, as Randy Marsh from South Park would say. I was doing it for the lulz. I forgot what I was talking about. But yeah, I want to go fishing tomorrow, and I'm gonna go back to the same spot that has that really violent trout in it, because I want to get more for friends. And as I was getting back to what I was saying earlier, before I forgot, it's an Alaskan tradition to give away fish. So if you're a catch and release fisherman and you got somebody, one of your in your friend group or family that says, "Man, I wish I can go fishing with you all the time," bring them some fish. Don't just catch and release the fish. It's kind of torturous. Just kill one of them. Just bring it to them. Bring them a nice fish and just, cut it for them or whatever. Have them cook and eat it themselves, or if they don't know how to cook it for them. Have dinner with them. Oh yeah, I love giving fish away to my friends, coworkers, and stuff. I do that all the time. The last couple of PBs I have, I've given most of those away. I'm hoping to catch another PB in that same spot. It's gonna be sick. Yeah, it sucks how you can't eat them. I eat a lot of fish. I mean, I definitely eat most fish. More. These are spawn sacks, or spawn mesh. You can get this at any type of tackle store or Walmart, at least up here, or Dick's Sporting Goods or whatever, Bass Pro. They're pretty cheap. It's pretty tough stuff. It's pretty hard to rip this stuff off a hook. You can't really rip it off of your fingers too well, unless it's like kind of ripped already. Yeah, I'm making bait. I do go saltwater fishing when I can, but that when is really rare right now because I don't have a boat. Well, I don't have a real boat, and I don't have like the resources to go fishing for like halibut and lingcod and rockfish right now. But I'd like to in the future. Okay, going bass fishing, that's cool. Stripers. We don't have stripers here, but that'd be cool if we did. The bait is for 46-pound king. Damn. Where were you at when you caught the king? Yeah, I'll cut one really big one I'll do one really big one for a king sack. Why not? My girlfriend is home. I hear her behind me. Oh, no, I was wrong. That's just traffic. Alligator hunt? That sounds fun. Man, I haven't had gator in a long time. That's some good eating stuff. No, these are salmon eggs that I've cured. This is way too big. But yeah, these things are really sticky. I'm really hoping this does well. Yeah, well, fish up here are fish up here are kind of different. Wait, you're by the Great Lakes, aren't you? You convince one of them to tag along, and then they almost always have fun. Not even just fishing, just hanging out. That's one thing. That's one reason why I like fishing. Even though it's a sport, it's just fun. It's fun to play a sport and hang out at the same time. Except baseball. Baseball is mind-numbing and boring. I will never play that sport ever again. Oh yeah, yeah. That's a rough time, man. I'm sorry to hear about that, Max. I have to get surgery in a couple of months, and I'm hoping that's not gonna paralyze me. I gotta get neck surgery. It's gonna be a really scary time. I've never had crocodile. I've been wanting to try that because I want to see the difference between the two. Only way I'll be able to get any of that is going down to Florida and having somebody help me hunt it. Or, know somebody. Yeah, I have to get like a spinal fusion in my neck or something. Yeah, I'm really hoping I can I really hope I can get through this really well, you know what I'm saying? It's going to be a rough time. Well, in Florida there is also there's alligators and crocs now. I've seen the footage of it. I know the difference between alligators and crocs. Yep. Thank you, Katie. Well, they're not supposed to be there, and they're invasive, so that just means you hunt all of them. You hunt those Florida crocs to extinction because they're not supposed to be there. Yeah, hunt every single one of those Nile crocs down. Send me a few of them with the hides. Gut them, please. Thank you. And send me a few cases of Louisiana fish fry, the blue package. I don't want to pay for it, and it's expensive up here. And Costco doesn't carry it. All right. If you ever catch alligator, the best leather to use, and this is actually coming from a gator farmer. A lot of gator farms, they actually farm their gators until they're about 6 feet long, and that's like the industry standard. If they get too big, the hide becomes more worthless or something like that. So a 6 foot gator is what you're looking for when it comes to hide. I'm making fish candy. Candy for fish. The way these things look on the inside is so cool. Well, yeah, killing the babies is different, but like, they're still not supposed to be there. Like up in Alaska, in certain parts of Alaska, you're actually supposed to, like, pike are no live release, no matter how big it is, and there's no limit. So that's kind of where that mentality comes from. If it's not supposed to be here, no limit, that type of thing. Well, the monkeys are supposed to be there. The black bears, they are naturally occurring there. They're just a different type of black bear. Panthers, they're supposed to be there. The monkeys are filled with like HIV and stuff. Yeah, I'm not gonna have a bite. If I have a bite, you'd have to give me $1,000 US. You're covering taxes and YouTube fees. So it's more like 1,500. Come on, let's go. I'll cover the hospital fees, or just stay home and save my money and just duke it out. Just duke it out with my stomach in the bathroom. Very contagious. I eat that shit raw all the time. Well, yeah, these are cured though. You don't want to eat these. These are nasty. They smell like moose. They don't smell like eggs no more. I wouldn't feed these to the dogs. The dogs it would probably kill the dogs, to be honest with you. Yeah, I don't want to say that because I don't know what that means. Well, I mean, monkeys were kept there as pets at one point, and people released them because they don't know what to do with them. And then they reproduce because it's close to their natural habitat. And that's the same reason why you can't own piranhas as a pet in fish tanks in Florida. I mean, that's, as far as I know, that's common sense. Same reason why you don't release goldfish into the wild. I mean, my hands have touched much nastier things than this. You see some of the things in the fish house they don't want you to see. Oh man, that stuff's gross. That makes this look like it's sushi. And this stuff's still nasty for most people. I don't try to mumble. It's just how I speak sometimes. I mean, I'll fix it over time, but you can't force me to fix speech. Speech is something that has to be fixed naturally over time. And old habits are hard to fix. Yes, give me 1 second. These are salmon eggs. I'm not that that illiterate, Sweaty. I'm just a little dumb. Hey, everybody, give Sweaty a nice big eggplant emoji. Because he's being a dick. I wonder if lemon sharks are actually good to eat. I can't think of what one looks like what one looks like on a picture. In the picture. Feeding fish THC gummies kind of sounds like a good idea, but it also sounds like a waste of money because I'd rather eat them because, I paid for them. Okay. Ooh, I remembered again. Sweaty, you realize when you're trolling me like this, all you're doing is helping me, right? The only way you're going to hurt me is by not watching my stream. So, this emoji, I don't know. Still don't care. Yeah, it doesn't smell like fish. Come near my house, my dog's going to rip your balls off. He doesn't like people. I know, it's easy to ignore him, but I still want to mess with him. It's fun. I got a big smile on my face. No, I'm not cooking right now. I'm just making spawn sacks. Thank you, honey. She liked that. Mamba likes to bite onto little nuts. That did not sound good at all. That sounded awful. It's like very unsure as to what he likes to bite onto. Yeah. Hey, Sweaty. Yeah, it's not difficult. I mean, you don't really have to tell him. He just knows what to do. And yeah, once he starts going, he doesn't stop. Ooh. Good for you, big boy. Everybody give him a big old eggplant sticker. Well, that's kind of what he wants, isn't it? Whenever you do this, all you're doing is helping me. You know that, right? You are watching me tie salmon roe, spawn sacks for eggs. Spawn sacks for trout and salmon. I'm using salmon eggs that I've cured in salt, sugar, and honey. Yeah. Sounds like a lead kiss is what you need. See you later, straight. Yeah. Sweaty definitely wished that was him. But yeah, Raven, I know what this guy's saying is inappropriate, but the numbers are definitely helping me. Freedom seeds. How you doing, Jack? A little weird. It's all good. Don't worry about it. People are dumb. Some people are. Not everybody. It's just the ones that are really obviously sticking out to give you a problem, or those are the ones that are pretty dumb. They don't really have much common sense as to what they're doing. Oh, I'll make his life suck by interacting with him on the internet. Ooh. Can't touch me. Yeah, the internet is pretty dumb, but at the same time, you can find out a lot of stuff about things on the internet. Like the directions that Google used to say for going from New York City to Paris, France without driving. Check that out. That's a pretty good set of directions. Yeah, the stretchy thing, the elastic cord, somebody was mentioning that earlier. I don't want to buy that because it's just one more thing I got to keep track of. So I figured I'd just stay with these. Yeah, I'm making salmon baits, but I was talking about, okay, I'll tell you guys real quick what I was referring to earlier. The directions I'm talking about, where, like, if you type, they fixed this, but this is back when I was in high school. Google had this mistake where if you were to type in directions from New York to Paris, it would tell you to go to a certain point, go to a certain port, down a few streets, and then it would tell you to swim, 6,000 something odd miles to whatever port, and then drive or whatever to Paris, and then you're there. That was the whole joke. I thought it was hilarious. Like, I laughed for a solid minute after I first heard this. Yeah, I know, I need scissors. My girlfriend's at, yeah, hold on one second. Alrighty, everybody. Sweaty has now been hidden. You're welcome. He's a little annoying. That's fine. No, the mesh is not edible. It's not ignorance. It's made of plastic. That's the only thing I don't like about this stuff. It's not biodegradable. Well, it might be, but it takes quite a long time. But this stuff is so thin, like, you can see right through it. I mean, yeah, if you're fish, it is. If you're fish, it is. But yeah, this stuff is quite tough. I might have made this a little bit too big. Yeah. Just trying to tie this. I made this one kind of short by accident. Damn it. There we go. Come on. Yeah. No. Yes. I'm just going to leave that on like that because I can't tie it again anyway. They don't look great, but that's fine. Okay, I made enough big ones. Let's go back to small ones again. No. Catfish won't eat. Catfish naturally would never eat these. These are salmon eggs. We don't have salmon here in we don't have catfish here in Alaska. The only catfish you're gonna find are the ones in the aquarium stores. And you gotta be able to house those things because they will not survive in the water up here. We don't have bass here either, if anybody's wondering. So, I've had to say that every single stream I've ever done. We do not have bass here. Except the ones that, well, no, I've said that before. Even in my fish cut live streams, I was like, yeah, we don't have bass here. I've had people ask me if the rockfish I was cutting before was bass. I said, yeah, it's not bass. Poor man's lobster. Which form of poor man's lobster are you referring to? Because there's a lot of those. In every part of the country, it's a little bit different. Not that one. That's my good knife. Stupid. Yep. We don't have crappie. We don't have perch. We don't have walleye. We don't have muskies. We don't have brook trout. We don't have brown trout. I don't think we have bull trout, but I think some people call them Dolly Varden, and we have Dolly Varden here. We don't have pickerel. Yep, we have burbot. Burbot, I would imagine, would eat these. Burbot will eat fucking moose. I mean, hell, burbot will probably eat ptarmigan meat. Nope, no bluegill. What am I missing that we don't have? We have no carp. How's it going, Leyland? It's okay. We don't need to get into a spelling debate in the chat. Play nice, everybody. Otherwise, you're going in the penalty box for 2 minutes, just like everybody else has had to at some point. Otherwise, it's a game misconduct. If you don't know what I'm saying, I'm talking about hockey terms here. Damn, I might run out of spawn net. I didn't think about this. Arctic char, yeah, they'll bite on this too. I've caught char on, stock char on these before. Like really big ones. Yeah, penalty for embellishment. PK Subban. And Brad Marchand, the Rat King. Brad Marchand rhymes with bitch. Well, not really. He's rich, so what the fuck am I saying? That's a really good joke to play on like your friends. If you want to say, hey, guess what your name rhymes with? Like, doesn't matter what their name is. Just give them a second to think about it and just be like, what? Just pick a word or phrase. Pick a word like bitch or phrase like go fuck yourself. They'll never know it's coming. Every time you ask it to them, switch it up. You know, the more crazier it gets, the better. No, I'm not Canadian. I live in Alaska. I've lived in a few different parts of the U.S., but I'm not Canadian. Cheers. All right, let's get to 150 likes, everybody. This has been a really good stream. I'm very happy. This is awesome. I actually got monetized recently. Definitely would like some likes for that. That'd be really nice to everybody here. I'm usually using these on a bobber. Or if I'm ice fishing, it'll just be on a hook with a weight, kind of like I'm jigging. Okay. Growing up, staring at Canada in the summer. All right, that's different. Where did you grow up? An AK or northern part of lower 48? I wouldn't try to swim there. Canada's not really worth that much going there for me. I'll drive the Alcan again. That was fun. Just I'll never do it at night ever again. That was stupid. Almost hit like 6 moose. 100% nightmare. Oh, you're 8 years old? Yeah, I don't understand why you want to try and swim. I've been to Niagara Falls a few times. I like it there. That's a fun little place. Almost up to 150 likes, everybody. I'm tying egg sacks for... Oh, come on. Egg sacks for salmon. And trout and everything else. Okay. I didn't think you were going to get more... I didn't think you're actually still watching, honey. Earlier, I thought you were pulling up behind me. Can you get red, please? Oh, okay. Last time I went river fishing was last year. River fishing is kind of tough here, but it's more than doable. Just you gotta know what you're doing when it comes to river fishing here. Otherwise, you're gonna be wasting a lot of time, a lot of effort. I've caught a fish on a fly rod once by accident because my buddy handed me the rod, and I happened to I happened to hook onto a fish and I didn't know what to do. I'll use flies and dry flies on like a spinning rod, and those are fairly effective in some situations. Like a mouse fly on a spinning rod, that works great. But yeah, like all the tying and stuff you gotta do for fly rods, that's way too much damn work. Like, Like, just let me catch the fish. I'm hungry. I'm starving. He said it. He said it. But, like, you know, it's cool and everything. You can mimic the way that all the insects and everything look. 100, how you doing, Grace? 150 likes. Awesome. Shh. We're making salmon, trout, and bait. We're making salmon and trout bait today. I made a few. Well, I probably made close to 100 of these so far. It's so nice out. Sorry about the traffic behind me. I'll be fishing tomorrow, hopefully. I want to be able to get off of work as early as I can, so that way I can fish for as long as I can. I thought my girlfriend was going to Canoe this weekend to do more salmon fishing, but her son didn't want to go. Didn't want to go with him. Well, didn't want to go too, so she decided to stay home. Because I would go too, but I have to work, and she'll be back really late because she was just gonna do a day trip, and then we'd be back at like midnight, 1 o'clock in the morning, and it would be a rough day. Well, because I placed the table where I put it, and it just happens to be traffic about 50 feet behind me, so that's why I apologize for it. Well, I know I put the time in. I mean, I'm being fairly successful at this so far, and in such a short period of time. So the traffic behind me, you know, is pretty negligible. It hasn't really bothered me. Like, I've just been passively. Oh yeah, really fresh salmon caught that day is not. It's not like the store-bought stuff at all. That's just that's a whole nother level. Yeah, the red tide is that's just so bad. Like, just the smell of those beaches, I can only imagine, is just horrendous with all the dead fish washing up on shore, and you can't eat any of it. Especially with how warm the water is down there. Like, that's just nasty. How's it going, Ghost? Oh no, I know exactly how bad fish can smell. I've been down there when the smell from the red tide's fucking everything up. It's terrible. I mean, I've worked in the seafood industry my whole life. I've seen and smelled some stuff that's so nasty you wouldn't believe it was even possible. And sometimes it's just straight up human error. It's not even natural. $110 today? Fuck that. People walking around. It is like 75. It's like 75% here. 75 degrees here right now in Alaska. It's really nice. Yeah, it takes a lot of practice to really like get honed in on how to fish, but you can do it. You just gotta keep trying. I was catching a lot of small trout at first, but I figured out different spots where I can catch much bigger trout, much more aggressive trout, and they're way more fun that way. But every place has a different habitat, so you really gotta. Oh yeah, I bet you almost died getting in the car, sit in the seat, you know, backside's on fire, turn the heat on, you get blasted by hot air. You go to grab your seatbelt, plug it in. All of a sudden, your hand's being scorched by. It's being scorched by the heat of the seatbelt, or the heat of the seatbelt buckle. It's just terrible. How you doing, Barno? But there's a lot of trial and error when it comes to fishing. You just gotta stay patient, and you gotta figure out what works for you, because fishing is not a one-size-fits-all solution. And no matter how good you are, you always screw up. You're always going to screw up somewhere. No one ever has a flawless time fishing or cutting fish, you know, all the time. I'm a professional fish cutter, and I still screw fish up every so often. That's just how it is. That's the most honest advice anybody could ever give you. Come from somebody that screws up all the time. Thank you very much, Grace. You have a wonderful day. Yeah, I know that was a big mistake. You probably got reprimanded pretty bad when you got home. I know I sure as hell would have. I mean, if I smelled too bad of hockey gear after I got home from playing hockey, my mom would yell at me, "Take a shower." I did. Take a shower again. But today it didn't. Where are you at right now? I'm in Anchorage, Alaska. Just hanging out, tying egg sacks up, talking to all of you people. Just hanging out. It's a nice time. Hands stuck. Statesboro. I don't know where that is. Statesboro sounds like either New England or actual England. I've never caught swordfish, but I've caught a lot of it. Swordfish is easy, but I imagine catching swordfish sounds really fun. But then again, it sounds dangerous because what I've seen, they'll dive into your boat and try and impale you. And I know that's something nobody wants to deal with. Land of 6-foot rabbits and the 6-foot rabbits and the war lost to the emus. And the land of the YouTube channel Cold Ones and How to Basic. Mr. Green Guy. He's a good one. Yeah, it's nighttime there. It's 6:40 p.m. here in Anchorage, Alaska. Let's get to 175 likes, everybody. Oh. Well, that's good. Just told off, but at least they like the fish. Oh, yeah. Okay. Try that up. Oh. These things are starting to get kind of dry and sticky now, which is fine, but they're getting really hard to handle. Oh. Okay. Oh, my back. Thank you, honey. Yeah, these are fish eggs. They're salmon eggs that I've cured with salt, sugar, and honey to preserve them and to hopefully spread scent out farther. They kind of smell like old moose. So it kind of smells like the woods of Alaska. Not a very good descriptors, but that's the best I can do for that. Do not want to go the way I want them to. There we go. Do you know what bass are you? What? Oh, yeah. Wait, the Blue Marlin restaurant? What? Are you in Florida? Yeah, you said you're in Florida. What part of Florida are you in? I've heard of that restaurant, the Blue Marlin. We don't have bass here in Alaska. Yeah. I mean, a 75 pound halibut that's a good catch, but those fish are not very good to eat when they get that big. The biggest you want them to be is about 30 to 40 pounds, headless and gutted. Next to Tampa. Yeah, I've heard of that restaurant before. I spent a little bit of time down there. I've gone to a couple of Lightning games. That place is awesome. Why can't I tie this? You know what? Just going to keep it like that. Oh, that's cool. Small world. All right. It's the last roe sack I got right now. If you wanted to, you could try and use cheesecloth for this. But it's not really going to work the same, and the holes are a really inconsistent size on those. Of course, I'm a hockey fan. I'm one of those weirdos. I don't actually have a favorite team because, to me, hockey's hockey. And all the teams are good. Well, all the teams are fun except for the Flyers. That's my least favorite team. I hate the Flyers. No offense to Philly, but Flyers suck. Your fans suck. All you suck. Your goaltending has sucked ever since Ron Hextall retired. I like you for all the air conditioning. Yeah, we have good air conditioning up here too in Alaska. It's called outside, especially wintertime. Oh man. Blue Jackets. I've been to the Blue Jackets arena once. Oh, my legs hurt. That's a cool arena. Yeah, Philly fans suck. Hey, I actually have this thing in my pocket that I forgot about. Has anybody ever seen one of these before? It's like a light up eye. I just packed a whole bunch of actually I'll go through all these. A whole bunch of roe sacks for fishing. Did quite a few of these things. These are all my natural cured ones. These are egg sacks that I've cured in salt, sugar, and honey. They kind of smell like mousse. I know they aren't good enough. They're never good enough. Zibanejad. Yeah, I know his name. I'm trying. Where is he from? Miko Zibanejad. Yeah. I know they're not good enough. Nothing's ever good enough. Man of standards, damn it. Cheers to the last little bit that I got in here. Is he still on the Rangers with Artemi Panarin, the bread man? What a bitch. Anyway, I'm curious to see how many I ended up with. Yeah. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. Oh yeah, I'm gonna freeze a lot of these. I just don't have any room in my freezer. 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34. These are spawn sacks that I tied salmon eggs inside of. I'm going to be using these for salmon and trout fishing. 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43. 43 of these things. That's good enough to lose a whole bunch of these for a weekend. Oh, that's man-made. Oh no, these are animal made. These are red salmon eggs that I've cured in salt and honey. Florida Panthers. I like Florida Panthers. It's an underdog team with a lot of talent on it, along with a cool Russian goalie with a really hilarious meme sort of name, and he's deceivingly skinny. Mr. Bob Roski. Well, yeah, of course I've been to Florida. I spent a pretty good amount of time there, but I haven't spent that too damn much. You know how many stories come out of Florida that come up on the internet that you should you just can't forget? You can't forget that there's monkeys and crocodiles in Florida. Can I shoe this? I don't have this. I don't have the salmon jerky right now. What was it? How you doing, Cynthia? Oh man, oh my back. Give you guys a look at these things. They look kind of gross. It kind of looks like candy, but it's not. You slide me some of that. Yeah, I know. That's not salmon jerky. That's definitely not salmon jerky. If this was, that'd be horrible. That'd be like some radioactive salmon jerky right there. No, these are salmon eggs that I've cured in salt, sugar, and honey. They kind of smell like mousse. They're not meant for human consumption whatsoever. Yeah, if you were to eat these, you'd be unbelievably sick. You'd be thrown up all over the place. They've been sitting outside for the last 3 days. Oh, that would be really funny. But I was gonna say something earlier. Does anybody have any questions for me? Questions on plans for the future? Oh, I have a question for all of you, actually. Why do you like watching my live streams? I know I've put a survey up before, but I want to ask you all directly. Because, I can only show 4. Yeah, it really does suck. You can't eat it. This is used for... Oh, that's okay. This is used for fishing for salmon and trout. I ran out of eggs. It's all right. Don't worry about it. There's some people that are just for... Oh, I'm a smart ass sometimes, but I like to answer questions because people looking for information. Thank you. I don't like Florida. Yes, I can read the chat and I'm a real person. I'm a nice guy for the most part. Oh, salmon eat their own eggs for a couple different reasons. Salmon eat their own eggs mostly so they can destroy other salmon's eggs while they're running in. So that way their genes become dominant. That's just what they meant. That's what they're meant to do. All right, cool. I'm also a professional fish cutter. If anybody doesn't know, I've done a few live streams cutting fish for a few hours at a time. Part of the problem is I'm busy at work, and I don't have enough fish for me to cut for several hours at a time because I go through fish fairly quickly. Yes, they're very clever, Katie. Trout do the exact same thing. I'm doing fine today, Craig. How about you? But yeah, salmon will eat. Salmon are almost two completely different animals when they're like their habits are completely different when it comes to saltwater behavior and freshwater behavior. Cause Scooby. When they're in saltwater, they're looking to grow and they're looking to grow and eat and expand and take over territory. When they're in saltwater, that's a one-way trip to spawn and die. There's salmon eggs. Salmon roe jerky is not practical. There's too much liquid in it, and it's not a practical use of salmon roe. You might as well just salt it and eat it raw. What did I eat for lunch today? I didn't really have any lunch today. I've been, no, my buddy caught these. I can catch more of these, but I have to go down dip netting. I will be trout fishing tomorrow and maybe doing some salmon fishing tomorrow, depending on if there's fish running into where I'll be fishing. No, they grow in the ocean. They grow bigger in the ocean, and then when they're spawning in to run into the rivers, the tides up here we have are so intense that they can cut off like whole river channels pretty much. So they'll run in at low tide, and then they'll acclimate in brackish water, and then as the tide comes in, they'll start to run into rivers, and then they'll go into full fresh water, and then they'll start to morph into a different animal almost. The texture will change, the way the meat looks will change, the way the skin looks will change, the shape of the body changes. It becomes a completely different animal. These are cooked, these are cured with, excuse me, sorry, tired. These are cured with, eggs. No, Jesus, fuck. These are cured with salt and honey. Yep, at 100% serious. They taste different. They look different. They kind of feel different. They act different. They bite different. They don't really bite on the same stuff. I'm hoping I'll be live tomorrow. I'm hoping I'll be live fishing tomorrow using these. The sacks I just tied up, catching some really big, fat, violent trout. Cheers, everybody. I'm out of my drink. And then they die, yes. That's exactly how it works. I hope everybody watching the stream subscribes. That would be really cool. I'll see you tomorrow, Sepher. Sorry, honey. I'm trying to watch my language. They are very intelligent. Somewhat. I do have to say stock trout are very dumb. Especially up here, they're pretty dumb. They're a little bit smarter than the stock trout in the lower 48. They don't bite on stuff like power bait. Does it hurt the fish when they what? I will hopefully bring Jimmy with me. And the fish I kind of want to keep him alive. I catch and release sometimes, but I also catch and cook. Whether it's for me or I give it to somebody else. A lot of people catch a lot of fish here and give it away. Yeah, salmon are really cool fish. There's a lot. I'm trying to think. There's a couple different types. There's a couple hundred different types of salmon in the world. In Alaska, I think we have like 9 or 10 different types of salmon. Well, sort of. Not really. No, we have chum. If you want, okay. Biggest fish I ever caught was a 4-foot hammerhead. Scooby. I didn't eat those. I didn't eat it. But we have regular king salmon, landlocked king salmon. We have red salmon, silver, chum, pink. We have kokanee salmon. We have landlocked king salmon. I'm forgetting one. The only one that knows they're gay fish is Kanye. That's because he didn't get. Thank you for getting my cranberry crack. I appreciate it, honey. Yes, many different types. Dolly Varden is more of a trout. Char is actually more of a salmon because it's red meat, but Dolly Varden's got like pinkish white meat, so that's more of a trout. What's the price of wild salmon in Alaska? It's around $40 a kilo here. Farmed is less than that. Farmed is crap. Dog salmon is chum salmon. They also call it keta salmon. King salmon right now is $26.99 per pound for either for troll or net king, which they're both a little bit different. So take that price and multiply it by 2.2, and that's your price per kilo, and then convert it into wherever you're looking for, and that's your price per kilo. But our king salmon is quite expensive. I know feeding someone is a really good act. Yeah, no problem, Katie. Anytime. I got a lot of information people don't know. I mean, I'm not saying I'm some guru or whatever. I'm just some random guy, you know, that finished his drink and ran out of spawn sacks, but that's okay. No, I'm not out of Homer. I haven't gone fishing in Homer yet. I'd like to pretty soon. Oh, man, it's been a pretty good stream for 2 hours. Let's get up to 175 likes, everybody. Oh, getting tired. Boy. How's it going from BC? Thank you very much, Katie. I appreciate it. Hopefully you'll see me streaming tomorrow in my canoe. Fishing for some very violent trout. If you take a look at my stream at one of the shorts I have that's called when trout choose violence, you can take a look at that and definitely see what I'm up against, because those trout, I did not expect the trout to bite the way it did, and it definitely bit pretty hard. I will. Thanks for watching. I appreciate it. Jewel, the singer, babysat me. Oh, Jewel, the one that's from Alaska that everybody hates now. Nice looking candy. It's not candy. It's bait. This is definitely not eggs you want to eat. That's for sure. They're like rubber. Yeah, king salmon is the best. It's definitely expensive everywhere. Red salmon is my favorite, honestly. I do love red. Salmon eggs by themselves kind of have like an egg yolk sort of flavor after you pop them. It's got that like sort of silky sort of texture to them. That nice like yolky sort of like flavor. It's a little bit oceany, a little thinner. Got a little bit of a sodium sort of quality to it, but it has a nice like bold background salmon sort of essence. It's nice. You just got to get over a little bit of the texture. I will, Sephir. I have a hard time pronouncing your name. Sepir. Giuseppe. Sepir. I'll just call you Sep, because I have a hard time saying that. I'm in Anchorage, Alaska. Yeah, no problem. Anytime. How you doing, Gizmo? Yeah. Oh boy. I definitely gotta be doing another one of these streams again. This is really fun. It's really nice to be talking to all of you guys. This is really cool. Yeah, it's 7:03 p.m. It's quite bright here in Alaska. It's going to be quite bright it's going to be pretty bright until about 11 o'clock at night because we're on top of the world here. These are cured salmon eggs that I use for bait. Let's get to 180 likes, everybody. Come on. I tied a bunch of egg sacs. I actually have to go, everybody. Have a good night, everybody. I'm sorry for cutting you off. Bye-bye.